Okay, so here we have the garage. I'm inside the back door, leading out into the garage. And the garage wraps around this wall here is the wall of the laundry room. And then you can see this seam in the concrete. That would be where the normal garage would stop. But this one has this bigger extension in the back. So this isn't wasted space, it's actually part of the garage. So the two of the bays are much deeper and one bay is normal. And then eventually there'll be a landing here that'll go out into the garage. And obviously there's no garage doors yet, or garage door openers. But that's the garage. So turning around here in the laundry room, you can see the place where the laundry machines will go, washer and dryer. And it has two shelves above, and the upper shelf, or the lower shelf, excuse me, is high enough to where if I want to put the washer and dryer on pedestal mounts, I can do that. And there's still plenty of room above it. My original idea was to put a counter above that, above the normal height of the front load washer and dryer. I'm not sure if I want to do that still, maybe. And then this is the gigantic bench that they built for me. So it has a large shelf on the top, and then they did the back accented to make it look like wainscoting. And then I had to make the bench deeper so it was big enough for me to sit on it and take my shoes off or put my shoes on or whatever. And then there's plenty of storage underneath it for boots and shoes. So the flooring looks pretty nice. Obviously I only got to see a swatch of it, so it's a lot different, a lot darker than I thought it would be. But it looks nice. It looks like distressed wood, so it's pretty cool. So here's the front entryway. I had them change, I had the electricians change the light fixtures above the door. It was supposed to be a hanging pendant light or chandelier or whatever. And I had them delete that and put in the can lights because I don't like chandeliers. So that's the foyer. And then here's the coat closet. Eventually there'll be a hanger bar in there. So a small little front closet. So it looks like that the walls are painted, final painting, and they removed the trim to put in the flooring. And there's pieces of trim in the garage, there's pieces of trim in the laundry room, in the master closet, different places, so they'll probably be back next week to replace all that. Here's the stairwell to the basement. One of the changes I made was this wall here originally was a railing, and since I've never been in a house that's ever had a railing that stayed tight, I wanted to change that into a half wall, because eventually I'll be putting a couch right here to face the fireplace. So I thought that would be a much better use of that space, plus it would stay tight. So this is standing in the middle of the living room looking back toward the front door. It's nice and open. I'll do the big reveal for the giant space in a minute. So again, that's the darker room, that's the laundry room. And then this is the entrance to my master bedroom, my bedroom. And the barrel accent above the door actually turned out pretty nice. When I saw it, when it was framed, I wasn't sure I'd like it. But it's actually really nicely done. It has the bullnose corner feature, which I like. Makes it softer. And then nice casing trim around the doors and the windows. So going into the master bedroom, again, this room would have been carpeted. And I changed it to having this distressed look LVP flooring. And this room has a scissor vault in it. So the center of the room goes up to a peak, and there's an outlet for a ceiling fan. And I bought a cool airplane propeller looking ceiling fan for the center of the room. And then it has 4 can lights that I'll put on a dimmer. And then that's the smoke detector. So I believe that I'll put my bed along this wall here, the biggest wall in the room. With the headboard along that wall and then coming out, obviously. And then I have a nice big window in the bedroom to look out at the garden, the flower garden and the trees and stuff I'm going to put in for landscaping. And then this wall right here, I'll mount a television on. And I'll actually run so the cable from the satellite dish and then the power and everything, I'll put a outlet behind the TV, and then I'm not sure I'll plug those yet, but anyway, I'll do some additional electric up here. And then right here on the wall, going into the master closet where the TV will sit, probably about right here-ish, I will put another one of those boxes and then run the wire from inside the master closet. So on this side of the master closet, I had them put in shelves, and then this top shelf is wider. So this is trim, so it won't look like this all the time, but so you can see the top shelf is a couple inches wider. So I'll put the cable box or the satellite dish box up here and then run the wires through the wall into the back of the TV. And then somewhere in here I'll put a outlet up there. So this is the extension from the shower addition that I had them. Otherwise this would have gone all the way back to the back wall. So that's what they did to make the shower bigger. You can kind of see the extension there. So there'll be a tall rod here. And then on this side there'll be 2 short rods. And then a place for shoes. And then a place for towels or whatever. There's no linen closet in the master bathroom, so the linens will be in here. But anyway, and that's also done in the same floor as the rest of the master bedroom. And then walking into the master bath, they have not started doing the tiling in here yet, but you get an idea. Pretty decent size. The vanity will be here where these doors are, and there'll be it's kind of hard to see. There'll be a single sink closest to the wall, but the countertop will come all the way across to the edge of the tub. So I have plenty of room to do my supplies for my ostomy changes and other things that I need to do in the bathroom. And you can see the drain and the 2 water pipes, and then the hole in the floor is actually to bring the air conditioner and heat up into the cabinet, I guess, to keep it from being wet or whatever. I don't know. But both bathrooms have that, and also the island has that same feature. So, and then the jacuzzi tub has jets big enough for me to fit in, which is really good. This was something that was part of the deal before I ever bought it, so I probably would not have paid for this if it was spec'd by me, but it was already spec'd, so. And once it was put in, they said it's too late to change it, so that's fine. And then the only thing I don't like about this room is I would prefer to have regular glass in here. This is this rain, I call it rain glass. So it's opaque. But I would rather put in some shutters or some drapes or something in here and have clear glass so that when no one's in here using the restroom, you have nice, natural, non-diffused light coming through. By the way, that direction is north. So there probably won't be much direct sunlight coming in here. And then back there is where the shower is. So you can see right here, this wall was originally where the shower is. And now the depth goes back another 18 inches. And then they moved the wall back and then re-put in the plumbing. And then they also added a ceiling rain head for me. So this will all be, so it'll be tiled all the way up to the ceiling. And then there'll be a pan in the bottom that'll have tile built. And you can see this here is the hole where the drain was before they moved it. And then there's the hole, and the other hole for where the water pipes came up, which are now behind this cement board. So they took those out and moved it back, moved the drain over so it's more in the center of the shower. And this will all be glassed in, clear glass. And then the commode will be there, and I had them add a shelf there. So I can put some towels up there and some air freshener or whatnot. So this is the look from the master bathroom out into the master bedroom. Pretty good sized bedroom. The cold air return for in here. Okay, now the big reveal. I'm gonna walk down the hallway just slightly, back toward the front door. Okay. Sorry. So this is from the foyer looking into the living room. Again, 10-foot ceilings, a large additional trim above the top of the door. Much prettier than the rest of the more simple looking door trim. So the windows in the living room, the sliding glass door, and the dining room window have all that extra trim on it. So you can see it's one great big open space with 10-foot ceilings, so it's really open. And I have a fireplace. Again, something that I probably would not have put in had it not already been spec'd. It's a gas only fireplace, and I read the directions a couple weeks ago, and it's got a remote control in the bag there on the sides. You can control it remotely, and it, because I guess people decide to put TVs above the mantle, so it's got a TV and a power outlet above there, but those will be blanked off, and I'll get a big old picture to put up there or something, or a bunch of pictures to cover up this whole section of wall between the windows somehow. And then looking, so now I'm on the south side of I'm actually in the dining room now, looking north. So obviously this direction is west. So we'll have lots of afternoon sun here, Colin and I. And this wall over here eventually will have an 85-inch TV on it. So that right there, that white thing sticking out of the wall is the temporary thermostat. So I need to move the thermostat probably to the wall going to the basement. So otherwise the heat from the TV will make the climate control weird. So anyway, good sized room. It's got 4 can lights and a center outlet for a ceiling fan. And again, the ceiling fan in here will be the propeller style, just like in the other room. And then the 4 can lights will be on dimmers. And then as you can see on the front wall, I added speaker wiring, an additional outlet that's going to be home run and isolated from the rest of everything going down to the basement for power. And then this is the speaker wiring coming back from all the surround, and that's the internet. And then those are the 2 that the electrician put in. And then the cold air returns. So on the side, I've got my the side channels and then the rear channels in the ceiling. So I'll have speakers. Well, the 2 front channels will be mounted on the wall. I don't have side channel speakers yet. My rear channels will be mounted on the ceiling. The side channels might be mounted in the ceiling. I haven't decided yet. I don't have speakers for them, so I'm not sure what to put in. So, and then this over here is the access point where the whole house Wi-Fi antennas will be. Now I'm standing in the northwest corner of the living room. There's the foyer, the stairwell. This right here is the pantry, which I'll get to in a minute. The kitchen, we don't have counters yet, and obviously the island is not installed. And then this is the dining room over here underneath that window. And then the living room wall. Now where they put the sliding glass door is cantilevered out 2 feet from the edge of the house. So it actually overhangs, the beam actually go out and overhang. So the actual foundation and basement walls stop right at this wall and go across. So this whole section here is all what they call cantilevered. It's 2 feet sticking out from the back of the house. So the view out of the dining room window. So I don't know why they've already put up my fence, but they already put up the fence. I'll look out my back window. It has a little transom window up here that does not open, which is kind of nice for extra light. And then the back patio, a small little patio here, with cement that I'm going to extend. See these rocks over here? That's going to be the new corner. So it'll go from the house along the existing edge to where these rocks are, across to where those rocks are, and then over to in between these 2 window wells, and all this will be concrete. So, and there's the exhaust from the fireplace. And again, this is cantilevered as well, so the fireplace chase is out above the ground. So a pretty good sized backyard. 0.27 acres. Try to keep the floor from getting all wet. And then they built this staircase, whatever you want to call it, the landing and the stairs, and then standard comes with one side rail and handrail, and I had them add the other one. I thought it looked nicer with two. Okay. Show the detail of the trim above the windows. So that upper cap is really nice. Turned out really nice. I can't wait till Court sees it. Court White, my realtor's husband, is a trim guy. I can't wait for him to look at it and tell me it looks great, or they did something stupid. I don't know yet. We'll see. So a big window here, obviously, which is nice. And then the side yard. Open the window first. So the other window well, and then where the spot on the ground is, below that vent, right in that area will be where the air conditioner compressor will go. And then right on the other side of the fence is the gas meter. So I opted not to put a gate on this side. Save me a little bit of money. So anyway, so now looking into the kitchen. So right here will be where the island goes, and the dishwasher and the sink will be in the island. And then, so obviously one of the water stubs, the cold is for the dishwasher, the other two are for the sink. That's the air going up into the island to keep it dry, the drain. And then this right here is, so that'll be the edge. Right there on this side of it will be the edge of the island, and that will be where the kick plate is for the whole house vacuum. So you kick the plate, it turns on the vacuum, and you can sweep the floor right into that without having to use a dustpan. So that was very important for me. And then right here, oh, the sun's coming out, nice. So right here, this will actually be, this is one of the outlets for the whole house vacuum. And then the other one is in the master bedroom. So again, kitchen, 10-foot ceilings. It's gonna have 6 can lights over the island. And the refrigerator goes here. And then the lower cabinets will be blue. And then the upper cabinets will be white. And then the island will be blue. And the countertops are white. And the gas range will go here, obviously. And then the microwave goes above it. That's the plug for the microwave. And then I had them add this, which will be a plug that goes inside, it'll be inside the cabinet. And then I'll have lights above the cabinets and below the cabinet so that I can control from my network to be able to have additional lighting. And you can see the walls. This is the pantry. And I guess it appears that it looks like the painters are actually finished. Usually they don't give the touch-up kit till they're done. So this year, this was built up because that's above the stairwell. And then something I failed to notice in all the times I was walking around in the house and working in the house before they put the drywall up is, again, 10-foot ceiling, right? Well, the space from the top of this door to the top of the wall was wide open inside the pantry. And there's no way with these shelves that you could put something into the pantry and up. So I had them put a shelf right here. And then what I'm gonna do after I move in is take out the wall directly above this door and frame it out so I can get the cabinet makers to make me a matching cabinet door that'll go over that, and that'll be a storage place up there. So for now it's just a hidden little spot, and it'll be opened up later on. And then this is the linen closet for the small bathroom. And then the hallway going toward Mom's bedroom. And the bathroom is right here. This is gonna be Mom's room / the guest bedroom. And then this room here will be my office. So we'll go this way first. So this bathroom has got the regular flooring, not the tile. And then an inset tub shower unit and a window that's openable. So a regular fiberglass tub surround and shower. Regular tub. Place for the commode. And then here's the place for the cabinet, the vanity. Small little bathroom. And then this is the guest room, Mom's room. So you can see the texturing on the walls. It looks kind of nice with the, I didn't think it was gonna look nice, but it does. So, Mom said she wanted a Murphy bed. So what I will do is I will build, not sure if I'm gonna build it on this wall or on that wall, but I'm gonna build a Murphy bed cabinet so that this room could be used for other things, like maybe an exercise bike, or I probably won't get a treadmill, but maybe something, exercise bike probably, and then have the bed up against the wall, and then when someone comes to visit, lay it down, or put it on that wall and do the same thing, lay it down. So you can see the trim in here has been reinstalled. This room will have carpet. The two small bedrooms have carpet. So obviously you can see the edge of where the flooring stops. And they've redone the trim in here. I don't know if the carpet layers will have to pull that up. And then here are the doors for the closets and probably the bathroom. And then the door for the room. So here's the closet organizer, and there'll be two. This side will have a bar for like shirt size, folded pants. Same with down there. And then I had them add this for foldable clothes and shoes. And then that side over there is for full length hanging garments, coats and things. And a shelf at the top. And then, so this is the view from the front of the house looking back down the hallway toward the west, toward the dining room and the living room. And then the kitchen and the little bathroom. And then now we're going to go into the office, which is kind of hard to see because they got a whole bunch of doors in here that they painted. Let's go to the window first. This is the look out the front door, the front window of the room. So this is looking east. Pretty good sized patio. And they put up wood beams and then covered them with the trim for the aluminum. So one of the things that I wanted to do for this room is I wanted to add this shelf. You can see they forgot to paint this edge. But I added this shelf around most of the room. everywhere except for behind the door and above the closet and above the window. So I've got little collectible things I'll put up there. And then I had them completely customize this closet for me because I wanted bookshelves for all my school books and all my project stuff, everything I can, because I don't need to hang anything in here. And it's open behind the center post here. So if somebody needs to put in, somebody, you know, down the line wants to put in a rod or whatever, you can cut out the shelves and add a rod. But so this will be my library. And then down here, this is the access point for all of the computer networking stuff from the basement will come up through this box here. And then I added this. This will be another home run, completely isolated circuit into the box in the basement, the power box. So that way it'll all be on a surge suppressor from the box and everything. And this is the smaller room. I think this one is 10 by 10. But perfect size for an office. It's just kind of hard to see with the doors in the way. I'll probably get a corner shelf, a corner desk, and put it there. And then maybe over here in this corner I'll put my easy chair or whatever. And then one of the walls will have a TV on it for watching hockey games. And we'll go from there. Oh, and also in this room and in the mom's room, the guest room, I had them change out the ceiling fixture to put in a fan so that this fixture can hold a ceiling fan, although I did not find fans that I liked for these two rooms. So there's the other ceiling fan mount. So there are no fans for these rooms. They'll just be regular ceiling lights. And then the other thing I had them change, since I don't like hanging lights, I had them change out the fixture in the dining room to be able to accommodate a fan. But I don't think I'm going to put a fan there. I'll just get some cool light that goes up by the ceiling. So again, this is the gigantic upstairs. Kong is going to get lost, like Gary keeps saying. How could I get lost too? We'll go down into the basement. Oh, so this is the wiring for the thermostat. But the TV that I want to put, so that center channel, that's the center. So basically right here. And the TV is 75 almost 75 inches wide. So that will be behind the TV, or pretty close to it. So that means the heat from the TV will confuse the thermostat, temporary thermostat, so they can keep the heat on. The one that I bought is an internet ready or network ready digital programmable one. It also comes with a Nest thermostat, but I'm not gonna have them put that in because I don't want to use it, or I'll have them put it in and I'll change it, whatever, and sell it. So here's the basement. I had them add a second railing. So there'll be railings on both sides of the stairwell. Neither of them have been installed. And so far only one of them is even here. So this is one of the railings that are hanging from the ceiling till they can paint it. So this gigantic room here, this is what would be considered the family room, I guess, on this end here. And then the other two windows would be the small bedrooms. Supposedly you can put 3 bedrooms down here, so family room here, 2 bedrooms there, And then this room back here would be another bedroom. But at least for now, I'm not finishing the basement at all. So this will all be a wide open space to rollerblade in once I get my skates out of storage. So this room here would be, if I ever were to build an indoor shop, this would be where I would put it probably. Nice, good size. Clearly with the ventilation and everything. Also, they only gave me one ladder and they have it in this window well. So, but this room is very large. So the ceilings are high enough to put in a regular ceiling and still have it feel like it's not super low. You can see the mechanicals up in the overhead. It's gonna get kind of dark over here. I'm not sure you'll be able to see all this. I left my flashlight in the car, I'm sorry. The water heater, which will actually go, these are the earthquake straps. And then the two water fittings here and there. Furnace, they haven't installed, this is really dark, I'm sorry. They have not installed the air conditioner yet, but yesterday, or Christmas Eve, one of those days, they put in the whole house humidifier. So that's new. And it's got a controller right here. Anyway, this is hard to see, sorry. And then over here is the extra electric box. The other one is up in the garage. And then right here, this blue PEX. This is where the water softener will go. And that there is the source pipe for the sprinkler system. And then these are the cable wires coming from the different outlets, the cable outlets in the house. This is the Cat 6 that I ran, this yellow stuff. This goes outside where the fiber optic to the house would be hooked up if they do the fiber optic. And then these up here are the ones I ran. I replaced all their cheesy blue Cat 5e with this Cat 6a plenum rated, thicker, stronger wire. 23 gauge wire instead of 24 gauge wire, so it's not much, but it is better. And then hopefully I'll have Sean come out and help me. But in this dark corner here, I'll put a rack unit that'll have the whole house network boards and cards and components and stuff. So I want to have not sure I want to put in a server yet, but I'll do the whole house computing and everything, and all that'll be run down here. So here's the rough-in for the bathroom. That'll be down here. So, and then under the stairs, it's getting a little brighter. There's the furnace. And this right here is that's the whole house humidifier unit. And the other two windows. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about doing someday, eventually maybe, is having this side of the basement be a home theater. So I would somehow figure out a way to have it all be sound insulated and deadened, and then build up the floor so that, you know, it doesn't reflect off the concrete. So one of my other concerns about this place is you can see the gigantic cracks in the floor. And they keep saying that everything is fine, but I'm not so sure. But anyway, what do I know? I don't build houses. So here's the basement from the north wall looking to the south. And again, this side here is all west facing, so there'll be plenty of sunlight. So I will put in, these are really dirty windows. I will put in a metal grate above each of these windows so that Kong won't fall down in there by accident and no other little rodents or bunnies or whatever, kids, will fall. So, and there you can see the cantilever for the extension on the dining room, and then the stairs. So anyway, well, sorry for the long video. I appreciate you walking through my house with me, and I will talk to you later.